Welcome to Vintage Financial Services, a fee-only financial planning firm located here in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Here at Vintage, we provide our clients with comprehensive financial planning and 24/7 access to their financial plan. Today, we'll take a closer look at how we do that planning, the domains that we cover, and the process that we follow to help you get a better understanding of how Vintage Financial Services helps its clients plan to succeed. First, let's look at the primary domains of financial planning. There are 6 key areas of financial planning that we cover here at Vintage: retirement planning, education planning, insurance, tax planning, estate planning, and investments. Taking a look at the financial planning process, first we establish the client-planner relationship. Then we gather data, including the client's goals. We then analyze the current situation, develop and present recommendations, implement those recommendations, and monitor and update them as needed as your planning situation changes. First, let's take a look at retirement planning. We'll answer questions like, when can I afford to retire? Are there efficiencies that I'm missing out on? What strategies will ensure a successful retirement? And can I get more from my employer's retirement plan? These are all questions that we answer in the financial planning process. What we'll do is compare your current financial situation and then analyze the efficiencies that we're recommending and compare the two options and see how that impacts the probability of a successful retirement for you. The next step of the retirement planning process involves running your plan through 1,000 different potential market cycles to see the impact on your retirement plan. As we know, investment markets don't behave linearly. They change, and as situations change, that can impact your probability of success. That's why we like to model them in a Monte Carlo simulation to see how those different potential market cycles can impact the viability of your financial plan. We also like to focus on optimizing your Social Security so that you can get the most out of the Social Security system you paid into. Once we complete your comprehensive retirement plan, we then give you 24/7 access to that plan through our online portal. So, if you have a long day at work and are wondering if you can retire a little bit sooner, or if you get that big pay raise and are wondering the impact of additional 401k savings on your financial plan, you can log in and play with different scenarios. Then, if you decide you want to make a permanent change to your financial plan, you can let us know. We can go in and adjust your plan and help you achieve those newly adjusted goals. The next area of financial planning that we like to cover with our clients is education planning. We answer questions like, how much do you have to save? How can we efficiently fund your college education? And what other factors should your soon-to-be college student consider when picking a school, like campus life, distance, class size, and graduation rate? We encourage our clients to bring in their soon-to-be college students so that we can complete a college financial decision module with them that outlines the cost of their college education and the benefits that they're going to receive from their college savings and scholarships to help them make an informed college decision. We then take a look at insurance planning. We step back and analyze how prepared you are financially for a variety of different events, like the sudden death of a loved one or an extended stay in a long-term care facility. We also like to make sure our clients are able to navigate the muddy waters of Medicare planning and when they should file for Medicare and which plan aligns with both their lifestyle and financial needs. When we take a look at tax planning, we break this up into 2 buckets: long-term tax planning and short-term tax planning. From a long-term tax planning perspective, we want to understand what your tax situation will be like in retirement. How will the different accounts you have, Roths, IRAs, 403bs, a trust account, be taxed? Where should you pull money from first? And what does this mean for the people who may eventually inherit these assets? We then take a look at current year tax planning, answering questions like, what should we do differently this year given your tax situation? How does each additional dollar of income this year get taxed? Should we pull income forward to this year or defer income until later years? And how does the passage of the most recent tax reform, the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, affect all of this? We can also use our planning software to project what your tax situation might look like years down the road and account for the impacts of different types of income, like Social Security and pension benefits, on your financial plan and future tax situation. Finally, we analyze your portfolio's tax diversification. How are your assets broken up between pre-tax, Roth, and after-tax accounts? Tax diversification moves we make today can have a lasting impact on your financial plan. Next, we'll take a look at estate planning and answer questions like, where do your assets go upon your passing? Are your accounts titled correctly? Do my estate planning documents match my wishes? What will be subject to probate? And are there steps that you can take right now to make this process more straightforward for your loved ones? Finally, we'll review your investments and answer questions like, are there asset classes missing from your current allocations? Are you overexposed to certain asset classes? Are you getting paid for the risk you're taking? And how do your employer-sponsored retirement plans factor into all of this? Much like our clients receive 24/7 access to their financial plan through Right Capital, we also provide our clients up-to-date access to their investments through Modest Spark. This will aggregate all of the accounts that Vintage manages, including outside accounts like 401ks or 403bs, and calculate the return daily for our clients to log in and review. It'll also allow clients to see how their different accounts work together to achieve their financial goals, and serves as a secure means of sharing sensitive documents back and forth. To summarize, Vintage Financial Services provides a comprehensive, holistic, and detailed review of your financial situation. We do that with 24/7 access to your financial plan, 24/7 access to your portfolio, no additional fees for financial planning services, continuous updates to your financial plan with an annual review, and a team of fiduciary advisors who work only for you. Speaking of that team, one thing that differentiates Vintage from many of its competition is that we do work on a team basis. Unlike other firms where you only have one advisor, here at Vintage you have an entire team working for you. You'll still have a primary contact person, but you'll have the entire brain trust of Vintage at your disposal. We have the most fee-only CFPs in Washtenaw County, and other designations on our team like CPA, CIMA, CLU, EA, and a few master's degrees in financial planning. Here's a look at the Vintage Financial Services Financial Planning Committee. We hope you found this introduction to our financial planning process informative and helpful. Here at Vintage, we put our clients first and help them plan to succeed.